Greetings, subscribers. Skylander Dad here with the video. Now we've got some little bit of interview footage, little bit of speculation, little bit of other pictures, just a bunch of stuff, and we're gonna just go one by one. So in the Trap Team Discovery trailer, you might have noticed Skylanders Sidekicks. I don't know. Look at this little guy here. Looks like a Spyro sidekick. So what do you think? Maybe sidekicks have a bigger role to play, or maybe there's just a new, tiny, small Skylander. I don't know. Also, some other things like lock puzzles. The lock imp. That guy's back. We're sure it's going to be redesigned, but he's back. Yeah, here's some Skylanders Trap Team art that we found with little Series 2 Shroom Boom. Yes, Series 2 Shroom Boom is back. Lexi's happy about that one. And then, of course, we have just down on a little picture of Chaos that we saw. This is a Chaos in Trap Team. And this screenshot here shows some kind of an airship. And here's just a better picture of it. A Facebook fan by the name of M. Harris sent us this Toys R Us receipt, and it says Xbox One Skylander Legendary. Now this is a reservation pack, which looks to be like a legendary starter pack. So $74.99. It looks like Food Fight and Snapshot. Could they be legendary? I'm not sure if they would have 3 other ones like the Duck starter pack, but that would be cool. And also, you know, this is a little bit of a rant, but I think it would be extremely helpful if Activision numbered the packages. Like, see this wallop number 5? That way when you go to call a store and say, hey, do you have such and such Skylander, they usually have no idea what you're talking about, and they usually give me wrong info. I've called up like, hey, do you have Riptide? Oh, let me check. I'm like, yeah, he's like a fish guy. Okay, yeah, we got him. I'm gonna hold him for you. I go there and all of a sudden it's Anchors Away Gill Grunt. Like, countless times that's happened. If that's happened to you, feel free to share your story, but I think numbering packages would just be the best thing ever. And here's some of the answers, or at least speculation around the traps that we've seen on our channel. Blind bags, we thought maybe they'd be in blind bags, but then we've seen an article that no, that's not true. Villains battle mode, people were asking, hey, could the villains do a battle mode? We don't know, but we're thinking probably not, unless you can use villains in the villain vault, which we'll talk about soon. Otherwise, I mean, there's only one trap per portal, and there's only one villain in each trap, so I'm not sure how they could battle mode, but you could share a villain. So if me and Mike are playing and one villain is in the trap, we could both use that villain, but it only one at a time, so whoever doesn't have it could then switch to it. And speaking about that, we've seen a lot of people complaining about the new portal. I mean, what do you guys expect? It's a 4th game. They got to keep things new and fresh. Some people said, well, you could have made the traps magic items, but that would have, in my opinion, would have been boring just to have more magic items. It's cool to see something different. It's funner for the younger kids, and it's just a part of playing the game, you know? New portal. Portal looks cool. Some people were asking, is there going to be an audio shut-off switch? We didn't see a switch, but we're guessing that within the game you could turn off the speaker, you know, in the options menu. The Krankcase, this villain. This looks like it might be Spyri's dad. Not joking, I'm serious. If you read Spyri's bio, Spyri's bio, not Spyro, it says that his dad just vanished after Spyri's was trying to become good or something like that. So this really could be the dad of the Spyri's. And we also heard that Skystones might be back. In Munich, there was a reveal event for a Trap Team, and My Skylanders, the user on Dark Spiral Forums, said that they announced it, so we'll have to see. And then Lightcores, we'll talk about that soon, very, very soon. And we have to clear up something about seeing the villains inside the portal. When we made the first video about Trap Team, we were using the press release as a guide. We didn't go to the event yet, and you cannot see them in the portal. That was just kind of an exaggerated hype. So you can't see them in the portal, you can't see them in the trap crystals. Also, like, the trailer helped make you believe, but yeah, you really can't see it.
Yeah, he must be in here. Oh yeah, I see it.
And now we'll just show you some of the footage of interview questions that we had for Paul Reiche, the Toys for Bob CEO and or studio head. And yes, some of it was kind of informal. We just kind of talking, so I left that in. So check that out, and then we'll be right back after. So can you tell us if there will be any female trap masters yet? Are you allowed to let us know about that?
Well, I'm going to say that we have a history of making awesome female characters, and we're not going to change our tune.
Okay, great. That's good to hear. How about good old Persephone? What about, you can't say that either?
Oh, well, sure. Yeah, I'll say she's...
Whoa, she's back. Persephone's back. So in Spyro's Adventure and Giants, we had a little bit more levels, shorter gameplay than compared to Swap Force. What can we expect in Trap Team? Will it be the same sort of gameplay where it's longer levels but fewer, can you say?
Well, with Trap Team, we decided to go back to the level length sort of from the first games in Skylanders. So the levels are a little bit shorter and there's more of them in the game. And part of the reason for that was kids don't have maybe as much time as adults do to finish a long level.
That's right. That's exactly right. Are Lightcores back? Multicolored Lightcore? Is it back?
You wait till you see the lights in the portal. Trust me, we love our LEDs.
I can tell.
And we're not announcing how we're using them in the toys yet.
It's Disco Webshell! He lights up with 9 different colors!
This year, we're making it a little bit easier to level up this year because we did hear from kids that they were having a hard time leveling up their characters.
20 is tough. Get to 20 is tough.
Yeah, we didn't raise the level cap.
In Skylander Swap Force, they introduced bonus missions, Portal Master ranks, legendary treasure pedestals, solo and team survival modes. Is any of that returning, including, let's say, the Power Pod? What can you tell us about some of the returning game features that we can expect?
Sure. Well, each year we introduce new features. Part of it's the innovation of, the traps and capturing the villains. Part of it is, what's new about soul gems or what's new about the legendary treasures. I'm not going to go into all the details on that, but all of the elements that make you believe that this is a Skylanders game are going to be present. And so, but we always want to make sure that each of these features has a new, fresh angle to it. So nothing's exactly like what you've seen in previous games.
Okay, gotcha. That's great. So the 3 enemies that we saw that you can actually play with was the Shred Knot team, the Chill Bill Troll, and the Chompy Mage. So we hear that you can actually upgrade them or their abilities? How does that work exactly?
We're still working out the details based on gameplay, but yeah, you can develop them. It's not exactly like a Skylander because we want you to have a different choice between a Skylander and a villain.
So let's say you trap a villain such as the Chompy Mage, and let's say you're on level 12. Is there any reason that you might want to take that Chompy Mage, let's say back to a previous level, level 4, where he has something specific to kind of help with? Is there any of that might go on in this game?
Yeah, you've hit it on the head. There are specific things in levels for some of the villains. And so what you're going to want to do is grab a villain and then explore either forward or backward in the game in order to find that for him.
Oh, that's awesome. I can't wait to see that. That definitely fits in with your replayability, right?
We want people to play this game over and over and always have a reason to do it. And particularly with Chaos being playable, there needs to be really good reasons to come back and play.
Can't wait to play with Chaos. That was one of the questions the kids had asked. They said, you think you could play with Chaos? I'm like, no, because how can Chaos fight Chaos? So we're wondering if at the end of the game, somehow there's a different villain. So in Skylander Swap Force, Portal Masters, we gained the ability to jump. I imagine jumping would be back?
Yeah, and in fact, it's one step better now. The Trap Masters have got awesome attacks while they're jumping. So you can come slamming down on the ground with those great big weapons.
Wow, and currently is that just the Trap Masters that can do that, or?
Currently we're only talking about the Trap Masters. We're sorting it out in test play.
Well, that's awesome. At least I know actually the only Skylander that could attack while she was jumping was Star Strike. She actually had a deflecting move that you can do while she jumped, and that was the only one. I don't know if it was meant to do that, but that was really neat to find that. So we're definitely looking forward to having more jumping, attacking Skylanders.
Yeah, it makes good sense.
Definitely.
So when you meet a villain, you have to find the right trap to match the villain's element. But anyone can trap, and in fact, it's really the Portal Masters who's doing the trapping. So you use your Skylanders to defeat the enemy, you're sort of sitting on the ground dizzy, and then as the Portal Master, you slam the trap into the portal and suck him out of Skylands and into that trap. So you can hold one character in each trap, but we have this place called the Villain Vault, where you can store all of the guys you've captured, but you don't have room for in your crystals yet. Now, if you already have a guy in there, the villain who was in there before will automatically get sent to this place we call the Villain Vault. And you can always always go back to the villain vault and decide, oh, which of your life guys is going to be in this trap. Now, if you like playing with all of your life guys at once, you can go buy more life traps and put one villain in each of them.
Oh, okay, wow. So you'll want multiple traps so that you can have your villains ready to go without having to get to the vault and take time. That's it. So you get that quick gameplay. Like,
Right, yeah.
The carts. I think I asked the guy upstairs, can you ride the, like, let's say a Skylander and hop in a cart, a vehicle?
Currently, it works very much like two Skylanders would. So currently, we don't have Skylanders who can ride on other Skylanders, and so we're treating the villains very much like Skylanders in terms of the expectations and their capabilities.
I was asking because I saw Mega Bloks pictures where Skylanders were in carts.
Hey, Alexis and Michael, I really wish you were here. Oh, hey, and Lightcore Chase, nice going. Keep up the destruction.
So that was about all the information we can get out of Paul. We hope that some of that was useful to you. Other things, maybe like Chaos. We're still trying to figure out how you can play as Chaos, because then if you were to literally trap Chaos from the end of the game, there's going to be a void because there wouldn't be an enemy to fight there. So not really sure how that happens, how that works, I guess. Maybe you get like a good Chaos and then the bad Chaos stays there. Maybe you get super good Chaos and he's like all rainbow colored. I don't know. Maybe his dad pops into place and a new villain for the 5th game comes out, which we think, hey, maybe Beanox is doing the 5th game because Vicarious Visions was working on Swap Force for 2 years, 3 years, whatever, and now maybe Beanox has been working on the 5th game since the beginning of Giants. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, here's some other footage that we saw or that we took while we were at the reveal event. Have some alarm clocks, a little plush doll, tackle box, some bedding, some pajamas, blankets, igniter sword. They had some speakers, Christmas ornaments, earbuds. They had spoons, utensils, new kind of shirts. Look at Punk Shock, Riptide, that was cool. Over the door hanger, we already saw that. They also had wall decals. They had a little Spyro type of overhead blanket, the Pop Fizz shirt, Walmart, I believe. Then the Gil Grunt soap dispenser. But yeah, that was just some of our talk, and we hope you enjoyed this. And yeah, not really sure if I'm missing anything. I feel like we might be, but that's about it right now. All right, thanks for watching. Check you later. Peace out. I almost did FGTV. Peace out. Oh yeah. Yeah.